the movie companies must be thrilled given all the hype. I mean, I've been a part of this media hype of the Hunger Games, but it looks like they're going to get a boost.
Absolutely. You know, with the way the stocks have been moving, you would think that the heroine of the Hunger Games was going to save the economy. Lionsgate is up so much this year. I mean, they also produce Mad Men,
right?
So that's also going to be a big boost for them. But it's risen a lot, and you know, even the cinemas are supposed to be picking up a lot.
So let's talk about some of the actual cinema stuff. I mean, it looks like this movie, from what I can tell, is going to be opening in every movie theater there possibly is. I mean, even the small little ones are having sort of screenings around it or having parties around it. What are some of the big stocks that we should watch on this front?
Well, Carmike, for one. I mean, they also just announced earnings that beat expectations, but they're up more than 75% this year. And an analyst from Macquarie this morning put out a note saying, you know what, there's still room to run.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Regal Cinemas, too, and Cinemark as well.
Cinemark.
Yeah,
and obviously, as you mentioned, Lionsgate.
Yes.
Yes, Lionsgate to watch. Now, in terms of how these stocks and these the cinema companies have been doing up until now, how has it been shaky? What have been their fortunes?
You know, it's been a little tough. Just the movie industry has been tough.
Yeah.
You know, you're in a recession, or we were in a recession, and people have less money to spend on films, and you know, going out to the movies less. But even so far this year, they've done pretty well. And I think that the Hunger Games movies, you know, there's been hype since the beginning of the year. You know, I've been hearing about this for months. So. And
you just said the operative word, which you made movie in plural. You said movies. Now, you know, we don't know for sure that there will be another movie or another two movies, but that's a good bet because obviously this is part of a trilogy. There are two more to go. I think Catching Fire and Mockingjay are the other two books in this series by Suzanne Collins. And, you know, if it's anything, I would imagine, like the Harry Potter franchise, this is something that these theaters can take to the bank.
Yes, yes. And there's going to be at least 2 more movies, maybe 3. Not entirely sure.
They
but
split up the last, right?
They may do that as well.
That seems to be a popular thing to do.
Yeah,
right.
As much money as you can out of it, for sure. But you know, they already have this in the bag. Like it's pretty much a guaranteed hit at this point. So, you know, people have gotten really optimistic on the cinemas, too. And
in terms of, you think, people still going to the cinema, I mean, obviously we have so many things competing for our eyeballs now, and you know, the quality of viewing gets better and better, even on the smaller gadgets like the iPad. We can download our movies from iTunes. You have Netflix, you know, you have HBO, you have, I mean, there's just a million places to watch. People say, why do I even need to go out to the theater anymore at all? But it sort of drives home what they can give you in terms of a viewing experience when you look at something like the Hunger Games.
Because they're really making an event, you know, it's becoming almost this little Hunger Games community. And it's funny because I haven't read the books personally, but I almost know, but I know a lot about the plot just because, you know, all of my friends have read it, all of their friends have read it, and it turns into this big event and something that you go out to do.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. Well, I need for you to go home this weekend and read the books.
All of them.
You're maybe the only person left in America who's read it.